I'm Will, he, him, and I play Moxie, she, her.
I'm Sarah, she, her, and I play Freya, she, her.
I'm Steve, he, him, and I play Aura, he, him.
I'm Imi, she, her, and I play Ahmaya, she, her.
I'm Mike, he, him, and I'm playing Eugene Bannatyne, he, him.
I'm Ruthie, she, they, and I play Sentinel/Jax, they, them.
I'm Charlie, he, him, and I'm your DM. Last time, you guys arrived in the strange city of Delnori, built into the side of the cliff, and
Had a perfectly normal time.
you had a normal day with a creepy, skinny little dwarf guy called Irid Malgor, who took you around the city, pointing you in various places. He showed you to the docks, the inside of the dock where it wraps around the cliff, the plaza, big open square, and the market there, which he said changes every day, the maze market. You have the residential area, and then up the dais ward where all of the nobles live. It's on a raised plateau. And you made your way past Skur Street, which is now the 3 streets that are in 3 separate crags, and Chasm Town, which is the chaotic mess of rope bridges and buildings built out of old bits of ship and all sorts. And you made your way back, I think, to Skur Street, to the furthest, so the South Street, where you were seeking out an inn called the Old Diver. And you made your way in, and it turned out to be quite a...
Harvester.
Harvester, quite a family affair.
The oldie harvester.
Imagine if we got sponsored by
All the salad bars.
Staff is so friendly.
Yeah.
Try the...
It's just honest food for honest people.
We love the one on Redacted.
Yeah.
So in Oblivion, there was a pub called like the Feed Bag, and all the characters would be like, the feed bag isn't fancy, but it fills you up.
To be fair, that's like the vibe you get from this place, and it's a very good indication of the people who live in Skur Street. There's both a mix of families and, poor people.
Young professionals.
Yeah. It's not like rough, like Skur Street sounds rough, and it's a medley of people, as I said. So you're in this inn. You've spent your afternoon looking around this strange city, and it's all very alien, all very new, and there's a lot of shit that was going on before you got here, so it was a bit of a day out. And now you're sat here in the inn, you've had a nice meal.
Eating a meatball sub.
Yeah, you've had that, you've had your pine, what was it called? Pineberry tart, and then a little candle for your birthday.
It's not even my birthday.
Well, they said it was.
Is there some sort of happy birthday song that's local to the area?
Yeah, sing it.
No. She says, no.
That's for the kids.
Happy
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you try to get the kids involved in it?
If you were to start singing and clapping, I'm sure they'd probably get their
What's her
attention.
name?
You have the right.
Her name?
Yeah.
Did you ask her?
Yeah.
She says her name's Morning.
Morning.
What's she doing?
Spelled which way?
Just like the day.
Like the day,
Not
not the...
like sad, no.
Oh boy.
What's she working in the evening?
Well, if you went morning, that would just get confusing.
Does she have any religious symbols on her?
Not at initial inspection. She's wearing the leathers that look a little bit worn, but they're kind of casual. It's not like fighting leathers, but they're serviceable. She looks it's very utilitarian kind of outfit.
Morning, can I smoke in here?
Yeah, just maybe sit by the fire, away from the
smoking
kids.
area.
Back in the good old days where you could smoke inside.
Would you prefer it if I went outside?
I'm not fussed.
I can tell smoke is very serious.
I'll go outside then.
It is, like as I said as a quick reminder, it's like old wooden panelling. The hearth is made of old stone bricks, and there was an attempt of some decoration, with like a some old paintings that have just been stood up on the mantelpiece, but don't really have any meaning behind them or anything else.
As I popped outside for a cigarette, I would like to very sneakily. I'm assuming I have some kind of pen or implement to write on things. I would like to write in Thieves' Can on like a hidden-ish bit of the wall. The dead of Dustmere send their regards.
Okay.
And see if that spins anything, because it's in Thieves' Can or anything like that.
Thieves' Can, I mean, I think in traditional...
It's kind of more like...
It's a spoken, but I've always had it as it's like you can write in a shorthand.
Well, yeah, it'd definitely be used to convey message.
Yeah, they would have been like,
Yes.
don't rob this place, there's a cat.
Yeah, but for people who are like...
Pop the cat.
Yeah, for people who might think we're not paying attention, it is here, you can write it. It's like a shorthand. So, bit of biscuit on me.
It's a snickerdoodle.
Dead of Dustmere send their regards. Cool.
Don't call him that, it's rude. What, a snickerdoodle? Snickerdoodle.
I have a name. Okay. So, what are you guys going to do?
I'm gonna eat my soup.
It is late afternoon, early evening.
Slurp the soup.
The soup.
It's good. It's meaty, hearty.
Through the window.
It's not it's not rat.
It's not rat.
Partridge, so yeah, it'd be quite
Yeah,
cool.
pheasant.
Pheasant and partridge. So.
Chunky.
We should probably at least take this cask of ale back to Florin and see what he wants to do, if he's going to head off or if he's staying around for a bit. And tell him where we've holed up. Because I'm assuming we're not going back for... And I don't think he's moved any of the timber, so somebody might have to help do that.
Oh, I mean, I would say that they started shifting it when you were there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because he was like, I'm going to bed.
Yeah.
Freya, are you happy staying here, or do you want to go on to the thingy arms to get a hug?
Oh, I like it here.
Oh, okay.
Wonderful.
Wholesome.
Okay, cool. So we go to the ship, drop off the ale, come back
Check
here
in
to
with
sleep.
Florin. Yeah.
Okay.
See if there's anything fun wandering around while we're out and about.
Okay.
See if we can find your man, Drummond.
She was going to talk to us about work as well. After we leave.
Yeah.
So, okay, so she'd come over to you while you're eating, or she's clearing out the tables. And she says, well, not really a job as such, but, I mean, first of all, what kind of work are you looking for, I guess?
Did a bit of this, bit of that.
We can pretty much handle anything.
Okay.
What you got in mind?
I would prefer
we
something
had
with research, but I'll be outvoted.
Research.
I'd be outvoted, though, so.
Okay.
Well, we did hear talk about things buried in the old city.
Well, I mean, stories
That could
more
be
than...
research.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't have any historian-style jobs or, you know, to be
Giraffes.
honest.
We can stab a guy. Do you used to stab a guy? Just really loud.
She's like, well, I don't really have a job from me as such, but I've got some rumours that might be helpful, and I can tell you pretty fresh to the city, I assume. Mm-hmm. So I can tell you what I know if you're interested to hear it.
Yep.
Okay. So, couple of things that I've heard, and she's like, classic, cleaning them down the bar. She walks off. You're not too far away, and she walking and talking. There's not many families left now as it's getting later.
All dead.
Jesus. So first of all, I heard there's a gang called the Chasm Pigs. They haven't been finishing their jobs. So that's probably closest thing to a job I can think of.
Just finding out why they haven't been finishing their job.
Yeah, not my job though. Go to Rippers.
Yes.
Tell him I sent you.
Is Ripper a person?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah. Runs the place, as you can tell by the name. But yeah, other than that, there is another thing. So I hear, and it's funny you should come in, to be honest, because it's been a recent occurrence. We've got a problem with some kind of pests. Not here. It's for a friend of ours, but they're up in North Street, but they're deeper in. So His name's Jeffram. He runs a tannery. He's a weird bloke, but he's a friendly guy.
Oh, like you, Eugene.
Are you calling me weird, am I?
Friendly.
Oh, I am very friendly, yeah.
But you'll
Seems
likely
legit
have to basically root out whatever nest it is of creatures. But I heard he's been having problems with them scratching. He's not got anyone else living with him because, to be quite frank, tanneries smell really bad. But he's up
We're
for...
talking 2 or 4 legs pests.
I couldn't tell you.
I mean, if
So it's
Oh, animals. Animals.
it's a 4 leg, you could sell them to the meat guy that Ahmaya found.
Anyway, you'll probably have to find whatever it is, root the nest out. But he's offering 50 gold a head. So whatever
of
it
the
is...
pest or for us?
No, for whoever we hire.
No.
You're a big group, but if you do a good job, I can't see why I wouldn't pay. But it says a lot. He's been pretty scared, bless him. But if it's rats, then easy gold, right? Tempted to do it myself. I wasn't so busy looking after the, Anyway, he's a good man though. So if you do it, I'll chuck in a free meal. I know that it's a little job, so. Anyway, other than that, Chasm Pigs speaks to Ripper. Jeffram's probably do a decent job. We've heard rumours of an alchemist who's been around. This is something I've heard from families that are a bit worried. I'm somewhat of a sort of shoulder for people to... Now, what's the word? Not shoulder, other thing, ear for people to moan into. But basically, he appears in the maze every now and then, offering people free medicine in trade for their for blood. And
Absolutely not.
I've been telling people to not trust him, as I said, but
Well, how much blood?
I'm not sure. But whatever
Are
he's
we
using it
talking
for.
pints? Because that,
Well, I mean, it's enough for people to walk away, but I've been telling everyone who comes in here to steer clear of it.
Why would you not stay clear of that? That's just creepy.
If you're
Kind of
desperate.
medicine.
From what I hear, he's giving you something, and it doesn't matter what you've got, it'll cure it. People will do a lot for that kind of thing. What other rumours have we got? What? He's like tapping the bar. Dustmere's sucked up a load of the Apatheos keepers from the Deus Ward, which is worrying. I don't mind them myself. I'm
not
in-
literally, I'd imagine.
No, but they sent a load of them off down there for whatever's been going on. So Deus Ward has fewer Apatheos keepers than normal, and they don't tend to roll them out, but every now and again they root some cult out. But that's about it. She starts wiping down areas of the bar, polishing some of the bottles.
How big are your rooms and how much do they cost?
Standard price, basically. So
How many do they sleep? Do they sleep 2 or 4?
I can fit 2 of you in one room. 3 if you want them out on the floor.
I can sleep on the floor, that's fine.
But 5 silver a night for each room.
Cool.
And it's 3 rooms.
Yeah.
Cool.
Do you want me to do...
1.5 gold per night if you're doing 3 rooms.
Yeah, so do you want me to just put down what? Again, we've got 92 gold of that.
Should we just do it in blocks of 2 nights?
Yeah.
Just to make it
As we
easy.
go.
Yeah, so we'll do 2 nights, that's 3, so we're at 18.
Block of 2 nights. Absolutely.
And maybe check out the pests, and that'll do dinner for tomorrow.
Nah.
Alright, meals aren't included, but like I said, free meal if you help Jeff them out. Anyway,
Should we do that tomorrow then?
Sounds like a good deal.
Yeah,
cool.
pick up first thing in the morning.
Okay.
Let's pop back to the boat first.
So on the list, so you guys are going to head back to Florin with the barrel. As you get there, he's asleep.
So 6 of us are hand delivering 1 barrel of
He's
food.
been asleep since we left.
He's snoring in his room.
Gone for hours.
Doesn't even have a hammock, it's just a blanket on some planks.
We've got a hammer.
Yeah.
Speak to the blanket.
I was gonna. Has he got his hat over
Yeah.
his face? I'll flick the hat off his face.
Ah!
My man, we've been gone hours.
Well, I've been sleeping hours, so that makes sense.
Do you want a present?
Oh, stands up.
And I've got the, like, keg.
That'll do nicely. Okay.
Right. You gonna do me a favour, though?
Okay.
You're gonna get back in touch with Kaz and see if she needs anything.
Okay, I guess I'll find a place to send a letter.
You,
Leave it a few weeks.
Are you right? Well,
Because
find
of
a
the
better
fucking
one.
right.
I don't know. Just, she might have use for you, and we always have use for you. Just because you're not in Dustmere anymore doesn't mean that... And you know she pays well.
Yeah, I mean, I got a bit of coin I'm burning through, but I'm going to spend some time just figuring out what the next steps were, to be honest. Beer always helps, though, so that'll do nice. Thank you. What do I owe you?
Nothing.
You're too kind.
Just talk to my wife. Help
Okay,
her if she needs it.
He pulls out a parchment, looks at it. I'll figure it out.
I can do this. I get my notebook out and I tell her where we're staying, just that she's got a reference of it, and I say, expect to hear from Florin.
You're sending this to her?
Yeah.
Okay.
And have you had any letters from any strange men from the desert yet?
I did read about that. It was great. She replies basically immediately. It is written in the thing, right?
Yeah. So her it still works like sending. For me, it's just written.
You'll
and then
receive
it will
it
go
written.
after 1 minute.
Cool. Yeah. So she basically says letter was sent off to Christamar. No word yet. But no, you sent that.
I sent it.
I'm thinking backwards. No word yet. Keeping an ear out and checking the sparrows. I'm glad you got there safe. Love you. That's it. Okay. Florin's already helping himself to the ale. Okay, so that's it, right? And then on the list for the jobs, you're doing...
Are you
pests
staying here for a while?
Oh, yeah, I'll be here.
Oh, hang on. I get him to write his name in the thing.
Okay,
In the
cool.
book, so it just saves us coming down here every day to see if he's still there.
Okay. He has
I'll get
no
rid
idea
of it
what is.
after a while.
He has
but
no idea what it is. Just, okay.
That's fine.
Drop that on one day.
You still here?
Oh god! Yeah, so list, you've got
We've got the pests.
Rippers got a job as well.
The alchemist.
Yeah,
Oh, and then
the
it's-
alchemist,
yeah,
and
and
then
then
the
keepers.
keepers.
And then there's the keepers. Those are, I guess, rumours more than anything, but yeah.
Do we want to go and check out the pigs and at least report in, and then we can just have that on the back burner while we're sorting out the pest thing?
Might be
You've
fun
got time.
to check out the
Yeah,
that part of the
because
city.
we've already said we're not going to deal with the pest today.
It is about, it's like 8 o'clock, so you've got time.
I feel like Rippers would be the place to the evening.
Place to be.
Evening rather than morning.
Yeah.
I feel. I don't think
Yeah.
anyone's going to be awake in there in the morning.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys.
Grab Mox's side or something.
Okay, as you're walking, yeah, you can grab Moxie.
After the incident,
Which one?
I was wondering if, like, you found those magical traps. I was wondering if you could, like, teach me how to detect magical things.
I mean, yeah, I can show you a few things of what to look out for, but yeah, it just sort of takes a practice eye, I guess. Like, yeah, I mean, do you want to know how to like cast a spell?
Yeah, like I think like you do like a little ritual, don't you?
Yes, yeah, I do. Yeah, I've got it written down in my book. Yeah, I mean, lets me see magical stuff. Yeah, and that was how I saw the traps. Yeah.
Maybe sometime when we've got an evening, or like if we're going to investigate these pests, or these people aren't doing their jobs for reasons, it might be helpful.
Yeah, well, yeah, no, I can do it. I can do it any day. It's just a ritual, so yeah.
I can do it any day.
I can do it right now for you if you want. Got wait about 10 minutes, but yeah.
Yeah, so I'll do that at some point.
Okay.
Basically, I want to detect magic for tomorrow.
Can you do that?
Yeah.
What, in like an evening?
It's prepared. So paladin.
So you already know
know
it.
it,
You're
just
flavoring it.
play
Okay.
it.
Nice.
Yeah.
I was like, what is this strange ability?
I had to spend 50 gold to start learning shit.
I was about
I mean,
to be like,
it's
what
only
is
like a level 1, so yeah, that's reasonable. But it's like for free.
Yeah, it's just all like prepared spells.
Nice. So, Moxie and Aura are muttering detect magic spells at the back while you walk along the boardwalk that borders the marina plaza on your right, and you see that the cobbles are lit with some lanterns in the bandstand and the fountain, the maze being deconstructed for the night, and you move around to past North Street, the jagged, like cone-like rift. You can see down almost to the bottom of North Street. You move down through the next, past both others of Sker Street, to the base of Chasm Town, where you're on the other side of the marina. And it is a bit of an unknown entity of where exactly you enter Chasm Town, because there's a base boardwalk that's literally just 5 feet kind of rope bridge that turns into a plank walk, and there's a couple of ladders, some of them just a bit of rope. And there's one that's at the front is more like sturdy that goes up to the first level. There's a 3rd level, a 4th level, and then it gets messy of ropes everywhere. And you can see a few people swinging around and moving. But if you're going to go straight to Rippers, is that the plan?
Mm-hmm.
You probably take 20 minutes of just like, where the fuck are we going? And then you start hearing noises. And after going up and down, not animal noises.
What animal noises?
People cheering. You hear a bit more of a kerfuffle. Someone actually falls. You know you're getting close because someone falls off the side of one of the rope bridges and just grabs the bottom, the neck one, like lands, and then goes, and just like climbs onto it and just starts running off up into the maze somewhere.
Rad.
There is. You go along one area. It's just a single like 6-inch wide plank, like a rope bridge, and you walk along that. And eventually you find a building that is made from an upturned galleon, and it's in the middle of a concourse, and the entrance is just an old sun-baked aftercastle of this ship that's been twisted, and there's someone just cut a door into the middle of it. And as you open inside, just a mass of sailors, people with coats. There's like tanned, half-naked bodies. Like people just laying down on tables. They're tattooed. There are people with markings that look like patterned scars. There's someone sleeping face down in moist and muddy wood chips. There's someone like sleeping up against the side of the blanket, and they've got like a load of ink just drawn on their face, like someone's dumped an inkwell on them. There's tables that line the place, but it's probably around 9 p.m. now, and it's getting pretty rowdy. And there is a long, thick bar at the front, which looks like it was just a series of like 2 chunks of a tree. They just bolted down together, and it's like the inside of the ship. So you're looking up and you just see the bow, and they've carved out the different floors. Probably used, yeah, it is just the futtocks, and then like the bow of the ship is above the bar. And they've used all this spare timber to just make this mess of the floorboards, and you're like tripping over bits, dodgy nails, and you see behind the bar, like behind a massive, what you could probably assume among them are pirates, there's this huge human man. This huge human man. He's bald. He has a massive scar that runs from his right eye up and over his head, and he's just squinting over at people. He's not wearing a t-shirt. He's just got like basically a tight bit of robe underneath his nipples and then an apron, and he's just pouring beers
Deliberately just underneath his nipples.
Yeah. And he's got like a massive nipple ring. He just looks fucking intimidating. And you move through, there's like, you're literally just getting shoved. Like, it's not like moving through a crowd. They don't even give a shit. They're just like moving as normal, shoving people out of the way.
You just see me being thrown across.
What's the plan, guys? You're just in this place now.
I'll walk up to the bar.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm not letting anyone shove me either. If they shove into me, I'm gonna have my sharp elbows out.
Same. I've got like a
Valuables
plus.
Yeah.
I've got a plus like 7 to intimidation. So like for passive intimidation, I'm not fucking around.
No, and you probably, you're from your background, you're probably not too bad in here, and you know that a lot of the time it's about facial expression rather than physical intimidation. So you move through with relative ease, and if anyone does shove into you, you give them elbows, they see you and give you a bit of a berth. People look drunk.
I'm just saying,
We're
excuse me.
walking like we've
everyone.
got a purpose.
Exactly.
We know exactly what we're doing.
Do you mind if I just get through? Thank you.
Yeah,
so sorry.
Eugene's having a bad time.
Maya, can you just pick him up? Piggyback.
Moxie
Can
probably
I
be
pick up
alright.
Eugene and put him on my shoulders?
I stand really close
You
to
can. I don't know if Eugene'd be able to stop anyway.
You're in her wake.
Yeah, just in the
They're
wake.
awake.
Moxie, you're probably alright, but you're not going for the intimidation. You just got good eyes for when to move out of the way and step around someone. And you make it to the bar. It's a pretty tall bar. It stinks of booze. Like this.
I see on the.
It's at your head, probably. Yeah.
Throbbing down.
Is there like a little bar along the bottom that you can stand on?
Sure. But it's not just humans and half elves and elves. There's like a mix of orcs. There are a couple of really rough-looking halflings and dwarves.
Any dragonborn?
No dragonborn. No dragonborn here. And or it's busy. There could be some under a table somewhere. Yeah.
You know what we're looking for.
Yeah, I know. There's like hundreds of thousands of people in this city.
I thought you meant
Big ball.
It's a Friday night.
It's like Wembley.
Oh, Maya, could you ask for the cocktail list for me, please?
Yeah, I will. Good evening. Do you have a cocktail menu?
No,
Do you have a...
we got ale, we got dark ale, and we got. And he looks down. Out of rum.
Cool. I know that you probably can't see Eugene, so I'm just going to look down and say they've got... and
You all right,
list
fella?
Hello. So,
What can I get you? Come on, we're busy tonight.
I don't want anything, thanks.
Dark ale, please.
All right,
We want to speak to Ripper. Morning sent us.
that's me.
Heard about these chasm pigs?
Right. All right, let me get you some drinks. What does everyone want? You're on an ale, dark ale.
I'm not ale.
Normal.
Let's go.
A normal one, but I won't drink it.
Yeah, let's go normal.
Just chip it in a plant
Excuse me,
pot in the corner.
why is everything's floating in my ale?
It's flavouring, Eugene. It's flavouring.
Yeah.
It's a chunky.
Don't tell anyone about that. Yeah. I'll get complaints that they haven't got it in theirs.
It smells of sulphur.
Nah, don't know what that is. Anyway, so it's going to be 1 silver a pint. So, as you know, it's a bit expensive.
That's a
Gonna
lot.
say, that's how much we pay for apples.
And then 1 copper a pint.
Oh, that's cheap.
It is very cheap.
Well, there is stuff floating in it that smells of
No,
sulphur,
this is for
so...
spoons.
Right, come over here. He takes you to
Maya,
the
I have to
side.
chew through this ale.
Yeah, it's bad.
You don't have to do
Chunky
it.
It's watery, warm.
But then it'll be wasted.
Tastes like there's something else in it. Maybe you've been
think
putting a
that's
bit of rum in
okay.
it to spice it up a bit. What can I do you for then? Chasm pigs, is that?
Yeah.
Sounds like they're being a bit lazy.
Tell you right, what have you got experience under your belt?
Lots.
All right. He's really drinking as well.
I've killed a man.
Good for you, Les. You're not alone in that one, innit?
Glass Desert Expedition. Hunter Scavengers.
You come a long way.
Yeah, seeing the sights.
It's been the journey.
All right, I'm buying what you said.
And
Group called the Chasm Pigs, as you say. How'd you hear about them?
Told you, morning.
Morning.
Send us.
Yeah, she's good. Basically, as she said, they're not doing their jobs properly, so if you go to their hideout, it's been locked, find out what you can, see what the fuck they're up to. It's 20 gold each, and there's how many of you? 6 or 7 Claytons at the back.
Clayton was also...
Clayton's just been here the whole
Following
time. Like a little puppy.
Yeah, if you can, 20 gold, I'll do you. Tell you what, if you can promise me you come back putting an end to all of their shit, put an end to the situation, I'll do 50 gold ahead.
Done.
But it's going to go quick. not necessarily yours. If you turn up and the place is busted open, assume that I've already paid out. I haven't got anyone on the books yet, just so you're aware.
Where's their hideout?
Alright, and he gives you a really good description. It's probably going to be quite hard to follow because he's talking in tears and right? But you gather that it's basically very bottom of Chasm Town, and it is to the right, so back towards Skirt Street a little bit.
Okay, so it's on our way back, so we could just go
Pop in.
Yeah.
And he describes it as you'll see the markings, small underground little well.
Now, I want to ask you a question, and please do not be offended by what I'm about to ask you.
Takes a lot to offend me.
If they've not been finishing their jobs, why do they keep getting jobs?
Because people will pay. But it's a recent occurrence. They've been alright, let me put it this way. I deal with a lot of sloppy people, alright? These people went from sloppy to downright dereliction of duty. After this they're done, but if you can resolve it and promise me that this is an end of, and I either don't see him again, you can tell them what you want to make that happen, or I see them here spick and span doing the job properly, 50 gold each is yours.
And if they don't come back, maybe we can start filling some of their jobs for them.
Yeah, what's the jobs that they've been welching on?
Well, now, that's not something I can really discuss, is it?
No, that's fine for now, I'm just saying.
Tell you what, do this job well. I'll put you on the books and I can tell you more or less what you want to know. I'm happy to do this one pretty, don't need to know who you are, get the job done, we'll talk.
Done.
Pleasure. You want another drink?
No, thanks.
This
We
was
should probably get to
lovely.
work.
Yeah, do you want us to have another drink, or do you want us to crack on?
Seems like
Don't care.
a schedule.
Right. Predator, actually.
Yeah, he's got a strong grip, massive
Is
hands.
there like a drinking competition going on?
Probably, yeah, it's like yelling. There's like people
Eugene.
drinking upside down.
Well, my friend Damien at the guild, he'd always say, it'd be such fun to go and participate in a drinking competition, but he never did. He was always worried. And look at me now, I'm in a place where they do these sort of things.
Would you like to do a drinking contest?
I don't think I would do very well, but
But would you like to do a
I
drinking
kind of want to, yes.
I
Maybe
messaged
it's
Freya. Is this a good idea?
We could do it for a
Absolutely
celebration.
not. Right. This is all through message. I feel like the bad guy, suggesting that he could do it and now saying that he can't. So can someone else please tell him that he's not allowed to do it? We'll come back. I'm not gonna do it. Ahmaya.
I've already walked off.
Can you tell him he's not allowed to?
Yeah, you go to some guy who's got a load of scarred markings on his shoulder, and you can see he's got like a soaking wet kind of t-shirt that's buttoned down to the here and it's open, and you can see there's a coin that's been grafted under his skin here. And he looks down at you and he's like, "That looks so massive on you, that pint."
Well, I'm able to carry it in one hand, just like yourself.
Yeah, do you want it?
I'll drink it, yes. I mean, it's not particularly pleasant, but...
Oh, all right. And he's looking around.
Is there some sort of form that I need to sign for the drinking competition?
Eugene will do it tomorrow.
Oh, okay, you were near it.
Drag me away.
He was going to go with your pint, but...
Maybe we should do the drinking competition as a celebration after we finished our job.
Thank you, Aura. Thank you, Aura.
Oh, if the guild could see me now.
I'm sure they will from the plateau.
As we're leaving, I'm just going to ask everyone, did anyone find it really hard to speak to that guy in his face because of his giant nipple ring? I could not take my eyes off of it.
Honestly, the kind
Clayton
of people
just
we work
side-eyes
with,
you.
I'm kind of used to it, but I get
But
it.
how is he not more lopsided?
I was a bit more like... I was a bit more like crotch level, so...
Did he have
the
any
other
other down
ring.
there?
I've just
Yeah, you saw
looked
the
at it
bigger one.
intently. Should I do? I can go get my notebook.
I wouldn't stare intently at anyone's crotch, especially in a place like that.
Yeah,
Also,
probably.
I'm pretty sure what they do is work on one pack and not the other, so one's really strong.
Jesus.
Anyway,
What are you guys doing?
we're gonna go the the pig chasers or something.
The pig chasers.
Jason is probably a very different thing.
It actually does, the pig chasers.
Chicken chasers. The chicken
Okay.
I leave my pint by the door.
Yeah, someone quickly grabs it. So, collectively, everyone, with using his description, if you can roll investigation checks to see if you can find the chasm pigs.
Natural
hideout.
20.
Very
Nice.
Jesus! I'm running like trash today.
Assuming that that's where you guys are going, actually. You didn't
Three
say.
nat ones for me.
Investigation, yeah.
Yeah.
Investigation.
15.
You guys are looking for the hideout, right? I didn't
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
assumed.
No. I accidentally found it.
That'd be good.
Okay,
I'm too busy like doing this at someone in the bottom areas.
what did you guys get?
21.
11.
15.
Natural one.
22.
11.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry, mine's actually
Did Clayton
19
roll?
because it's minus
He
1.
did.
Oh, you got that 20 for a 19.
Conceal roll.
Yeah.
Conceal roll.
He can help you, so
Oh,
you
yes,
can
he
take
can.
another roll, because at the moment you guys have not rolled enough. Yeah.
Oh, we didn't then.
Clayton rolled well.
Sorry, mine was a 19, not a 21,
That's
because I
fine.
misread the plus as a, and the
still-
minus as a plus.
So it
Sounds about
I
right.
got up to an 8.
Okay, so collectively you guys struggle, even with the directions. It's just so difficult to follow. The rope bridges, the ladders. You think you're at the right place, and then you go down another tier, and you're like, wait a minute. And you get to the bottom. You're like, we'll just follow along the bottom. And you get there, and there's just a gap where all the borders have just been smashed off, and it's just cliff. And you're like, okay, go back up. Eventually, I'd say it probably takes you about an hour of just searching. You find you find what looks like at the easternmost, one of the easternmost recesses. There is a chaotic set of broken jetties that you previously kind of cast an eye over, but actually by walking down them, they're clinging to the edge of the cliff. They look like it was once broken, and people kind of haphazardly rebolted it to the rock. There's a set of stairs down one of them that goes into the rock, and it's like a 5-foot corridor. It's really small, and it goes down, and at the base of which you can see in the complete dark is a door. And on the wall, as you peer around it, you see in the same thieves' camp, or similar thieves' camp that you wrote in earlier, that there is one there that just says, in the shorthand, it says pigs, basically.
Should we knock?
Yep.
Okay, so
He's doing this now.
it's single file. This is 5 foot wide and 5 foot tall, right?
Amaya's crouched down.
Is it my time to shout?
Okay, you go out
I was
first.
saying I was so roomy. I mean,
I don't
So
know
much
how to crouch.
space.
Yeah, I don't
I'm really short.
I don't crouch much either, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, me and Ahmaya like.
are you going first then, Eugene?
shit.
I'm only I'm only
Here comes the muscle.
Yeah, 5'1".
So you make your way down.
Just a cool 5 foot.
Yeah, 5'1".
You make your way down the set of stairs.
Can I do mage armor before?
You absolutely can.
Anyone, yeah.
So that brief flash of flame sweeping across Moxie.
I'm gonna wait for people to like go past me a bit.
Uh-huh.
I've sort of had my fun at the front, with all the space.
Oh,
let sort of people.
There's no way that people can get around you.
Oh no.
Unless we
I'll be
literally like
directly
pull
behind
you.
you. I'll be directly behind
Yes,
you.
you're right.
Okay.
It's 5 foot wide, so you could get squeezed. You could squeeze past. It's sorry.
I was gonna say, wait, who is 5 foot wide?
Or it's probably just like lat spreading. No one can get past.
Let's play it. Clayton's just like. Oh,
He's in the back. He's
sort of
like
pub.
50 gold. I'll do it, but after this, I'm going back to the boat.
You're not staying with us.
I'll go keep my mate company. Also,
More
he's
bits
got a
of
barrel
rest.
of ale.
We've got balls of ale.
I have 20 beers in my backpack.
All right, I'll weigh out the options. Okay, so you still first, Eugene.
I think Ahmaya managed to sort of squeeze.
Okay, so we've got Ahmaya, Eugene,
Other than me.
Sentinel,
Me.
Moxie,
I'll go.
Freya. Then your aura's taken out the rear with Clayton.
Eugene is a muscle Sani.
So,
I don't have any muscles.
so as Ahmaya,
Eugene definitely thinks of you as strong though.
Everyone does.
before you knock, Eugene kind of gets mostly the way down. Everyone here has dark vision, right? Except Clayton. So you guys
Fuck Clayton.
You guys
I
get to
just
the
cast
bottom.
light on something.
Clayton, hold Aura's hand.
Yeah. And
I'll
down
just cast light on something.
on what?
The back of Freya.
So now you're blinded. Okay, Freya's back is now light. So Eugene, you get to the bottom of this set of stairs. They're rickety, like boards that have been set into the stone just come off, and some of them are just planks at the base. And as you're about to step down, you realise that there's basically brown seawater pooling at the base of the door. And it is this small 5 foot by 5 foot door, and in that you're like, and you move out of the way, and Ahmaya, you step forward, splash, and your foot goes down. It's about 6 inches of water.
Thanks for the warning, Eugene.
Sorry, I was just trying to figure out what the smell of that water was.
Yeah, it smells stale, but seawater, a mix of stale seawater. Do you knock? Is that what you said you were going to do?
Yes.
Okay, so you knock on the door, and you hear nothing.
Can I push the door?
You can push the door.
Is it open?
Resists. No, it has. There's a keyhole.
Maya, I'm coming.
Oh, because I was just getting ready to kick it down.
Well, I can try the tasteful approach first and see if we can just get in with my thieves' tools.
Shatter it.
I mean, give it a
Eldritch
go.
Blast.
Give it a go, and then
Yeah.
you can kick it in.
So I shuffle up against the wall and
Okay.
say switch again.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you'll get on the head because you're not going to want to be too close to this water.
What's going on up there?
Thieves' tools. What is that?
Sleight of hand, and you are
Plus
proficient.
proficiency.
Yes.
Yeah. Where's my skills?
I have my hand on my sword ready also.
Okay, cool. And before you tell me what you've got, you know that this is a Newton tumble lock from looking at the outside. It's it's a good lock.
It's a good one. Is that a real thing?
You created locks.
But does a dirty 20 open it?
It does.
Oh wait, could I have had Zeal's help?
I'm also proficient, so I'll be telling you about the lock.
Combination lock.
Yeah, good point.
Oh yeah, that's a 21.
No. A 21. Yeah, you together and Eugene confirming your suspicions about the lock. Basically, it is quite hard to pick. That's basically why people use it. It's a normal lock for all intents and purposes, but there's some kind of trickery going on with the tumblers, and you unlock it. It twists, turns, and the door does not open. But there is no longer a lock, and you feel there's a give where the lock was once holding it, and it's just for some reason seized shut and it won't open.
Ahmaya?
I'm gonna try and kick it, but where the lock is,
Okay,
try and kick it to
swing it open.
yeah.
Okay, so roll an athletics check. You get this is going to be easier now that it's unlocked.
That's a natural 20.
Okay,
For a
Door just
27.
flies off.
a 27.
27.
Would have been
Okay.
fine, didn't need me to open it.
The door opens the other way.
Yeah. So when you kick the door open, there is a brief squeak, and it just goes zoof, and then it stops as you realise that it's pushing half a foot of water in a wave into the room, and it opens halfway and sort of stops. And inside you see a litter of floating letters on the tops of the water that probably been shoved under the door. And it is a small, very cloistered room, circular. And with the door opening, you're hit, those of you at the front, you're hit with the smell of stale water and death, and a haze of mosquitoes just kind of covers you.
Oh, this is what my pint smelled of.
I said
gonna
death
cast
everywhere we
water
go.
walk on everyone.
Okay.
So we'll
Wait, is
just
it
raise.
still 5?
Yeah, you just lose half a foot, but you're still walking on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why does
Thank
you.
death cover everywhere we go?
So it's almost like a weird buoyant feeling, and it's a bit like walking.
On water.
Exactly like that.
It's like got the consistency of cornflour. You know, when it goes hard. So under your feet it's like it's like solid to the.
Are we doing the Brainiac custard walk?
Yeah.
Yes, you are. So you
I would
file
actually
in.
ritual do that. Can I do ritual? Can I take 10 minutes to do that? Do we have that time?
That's your decision.
Can I
It's
do
up to
that
you.
as a ritual?
Sure. So what's everyone else doing?
Can I just investigate?
So you'll be wading in without water walk for 10 minutes.
Yeah, go on then.
Okay. Anyone else?
Yeah, I'm going to do the same.
Yeah, I'll move in.
If you're doing a ritual, I'll do a ritual as well. So
I'll light something else up instead of Freya.
I'll do detect magic.
Yeah,
Yeah. Ritual cast it, but yeah.
Or you can make notes on the
Trying
detect
to get
magic.
as many of the
That's a good
letters. I
idea.
know they're probably waterlogged, but I'm not going to read them now. But
Sure.
trying to get as much of the paperwork that's floating around.
Yeah, no worries. So
I'll just have a search around.
you're getting letters up. You two are searching.
Yeah.
And what are you doing, Ahmaya?
Oh, so I've gone in as well.
3 of you, okay, roll investigation checks for me, please. And you two are casting.
Oh.
Do you want me to roll anything for letters?
I would say that you kind of you don't need to. If you're just going to be picking up the letters, that's fine.
The smell has got to me because I rolled a 4.
Ouch.
It's hard to do a ritual
17.
like underwater.
Very nice. So, Sentinel, you're picking through them. Like you say, they're waterlogged. You easily open some of the envelopes. There's some old debts that people are calling from a games place. There's like various things like that. But there's
That's
still
the
lots
thing is,
of.
if we can if we can go through this list of how many debts they owe and just say we've taken this from the pigs, we'll probably get a cut.
Yeah, you start sifting through that. There's quite a lot. And Ahmaya, yeah, you're hit by the haze, and it's like, and it's a small circular room. The other side of the room, there's a curtain that's covering a doorway, and in this small room, there are like beds that are like upturned. There is like bits of furniture that are on their side. As you move through, Eugene, you go towards the curtain immediately with, what is it you got?
17.
17. So you move into there and you peek through into this other room and you see that there is the wooden panelling is all rotting at the base from the water. There's bottles under the water that you almost trip on and roll your ankle, but you're all right. And there's a table in this room. There's a set of cards, a half set of cards on it, and the rest are like dead leaves on the water. And in the opposite wall to the entrance, there is a hole dug into the stone, about 4 feet wide, and it is about 10 feet deep, and you can't see anything past it. And you come back to the other room to meet up with Aura, and you help him looking through what little there is. And Aura, you pick up a bed. There's like this bed frame, and it just kind of snaps where one of the joints has rotted. And underneath it, you see the body of an 18 to 20 something year old human, all swollen, the water. And yeah, with your dirty 20, so Eugene, you would have found this as well, but with your dirty 20, you immediately see that he's got a very full purse on his belt. It is overflowing with coins, buttons, beads, and it all together from basically copper chits, silver squares, and no gold coins. Yet it's 312 gold.
On one kid.
And it is like full of just shit. Like it looks like a magpie's nest. It's just
that's a lot of buttons.
I'll just hold it up and like, change it. See, was it worth it, Clayton?
And as you find the body, at the same time, Sentinel, you pick up one of the letters, and it seems more ragged, less kind of ruined by time. But on it, you just see written in messy common, "Ripper help."
Oh.
Okay.
And I tell people about the hole that I saw in the other room.
And by this time, rituals will have come to an end, and everyone in the room elevates up to water level.
Head.
Yeah, anyone who's a bit tall,
I've still got
bangs
so
their
much
head.
room.
And Moxie, you cast detect magic. Okay. There is no magic in this room. It is very mundane, very grotty and poor, except for the purse apparently. But it lasts 10 minutes, right?
10 minutes, yes.
Are there any other bodies or places bodies could be?
Not that
Check under the beds.
that you found. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, can I just do like, sweep around
Sure.
the room, see if anything does picked up.
What was the hole you mentioned?
So in the next room, there is a curtained room that Eugene told you guys about. Basically a doorway with a curtain over it, and in there's a small room with a table, half pack of cards on it, some chairs, and then there's a hole that's just been cut in the wall, about 4 feet wide, and it goes deep into the rock.
Where does it look like this water has come from? Because obviously this isn't...
It's probably from the sea.
Well,
Because it's not normally
I
going to be in there.
I didn't mean where's the water come from and how has the water got in? Like, I know the water is probably from the sea.
Alright, roll
So
an
did someone leave the door
investigation
open?
check.
Yeah, I'd also be interested in trying to.
Investigation.
Yeah.
That is a natural 20.
I've gone over to the table
Fuck
and
my
I'm just like
drag,
dividing
alright?
the gold up.
Sure. Okay, you're going to listen down the hole, are you?
Yeah. Listen
Okay.
down the hole.
So those of you deducing the water,
Pardon?
those of you who are deducing why there's water in
Yeah,
here.
so I got a natural 20, so 19.
Okay,
7. Oh, can Zeal help?
sure. Yeah,
Can I roll touch ID for these two?
up to you.
18.
If I can roll.
18, 9.
20, but not natural.
Okay. You guys would assume... So, in places like this that have been cut down into the rock, it's likely that seawater would very slowly seep in. But if you're living in somewhere like this, you would be emptying it, you'd be making provisions to stop any of that happening. It looks like what's probably happened is that it's just been neglected for weeks and weeks, and it's just been let to build up.
When was the last, the oldest date on any of the letters?
Yeah, sure. So I guess there is a couple of official ones like debts.
Yeah.
It would have been from about 3 weeks ago.
When we were talking to Ripper, did he say how many Chasm pigs there were in the group?
He didn't.
Could have been just this one guy.
52 gold to everyone, by the way.
Oh wow.
That makes up all the beer and sweets that I
52
bought.
gold to everyone.
Okay, Freya, what did you roll?
20, not
I
natural.
haven't given anything to play.
Very nice. So, listening down this cut hole, you can hear the faint sound of something dripping water maybe.
I think I found that leak.
Yeah. But there's also, with that 20, there is there is another smell from this place that's not quite the same as the rotting body of this one. There's something else.
Does anyone want to go down this creepy hole with me?
Can it be is it like a
Sure.
slide kind of thing? Because I'll go down it.
It's like
Slide, you
horizontally
say?
cut into the wall. There's maybe a slight tilt.
wide is it?
Question.
It's 4 foot.
So they said that some people at the start and the last session, the tour guide, who I can't remember the name of,
It is.
That was good.
he said that some people were excavating into the seawall. Does it look like that the curtain, like it was hiding this excavation? Like they maybe shouldn't have been doing it?
That's a good question. It's not really hiding them. It's more like, oh, we don't have a door, put a curtain up. But you are absolutely right. This is not look good. Even probably as far in as the room is too far into the cliff, and the rock seems to go further in, and then there's just like darkness after about 20 or 30 feet.
Can I take a piece of chalk and cast light on that and just throw it into the hole?
Sure. So there's a slight downward tilt to it.
Yeah.
You throw the chalk, keeps going, and you see it lighting the tunnel like a band as it falls down. And after about 60 feet, it disappears, and you can see a faint light, maybe of whatever it's reflecting off in this room that's down the other side of the tunnel.
It's on a different level.
Cards before we go.
Well,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
going to take 10 minutes or 11 minutes if I can to cast ritual cast alarm on the first room so that we would know if anyone then came in all the way through. A silent one, so only I would hear it.
Yeah, you can absolutely do that.
If we got down to the lower level, I could try and make a map, or I could do it here, but it depends. Like it would only be on this level.
We probably it's smart to do it on the level
I
beneath.
mean, I can ask this guy some questions.
That was also
Point.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they're all
He
doing
might
the
have
table.
something, maybe.
Off the
Sorry,
table.
I can also ask the table. Yeah.
Please
Son of a bitch.
Forget the dead guy. Ask the table instead.
You gave us a spell scroll, knowing we had a wizard. What the fuck else
Hey,
did
man.
you want?
I deserve everything I get.
It's funny how we haven't found any more spell scrolls since.
It's
It's just
what?
like, oh shit, what have I done?
I fucked up, guys. Okay, so who's ritual casting what?
I'm doing ritual.
Alarm.
Ritual casting alarm.
So that's 10 minutes there.
11, technically.
Oh, yeah, yes.
Apparently.
I'm gonna do augury
Okay,
about going down the hole.
sure.
It's a good idea to go down the hole.
That's going to take the quickest, right? Unless, we'll do that first. It's nice and easy.
It takes me 10 minutes.
Oh, okay, ritual casting.
Mine takes a minute. But
Okay.
I have 10 minutes to ask some questions after that. So
What?
Please shut the fuck up, I'm trying to...
Okay, okay, so let's do you, Moxie, then.
okay, yeah. So yeah, I put out the mask, pop over. Yeah.
And when you put the mask on, you guys see that for a brief moment, she seems to go ever so slightly gaunt as it kind of settles on her form, and then she's back up to her usual beauty.
That's really, that's really creepy.
Oh, I'm not used to it. I don't think I ever will be.
Yeah, 30-year-old man calling an 18-year-old beautiful.
Fucking hell. Objectively.
Yeah, buy me dinner first.
Class.
I've already taken you to Harvester. Come on.
Alright.
Got dessert and
What can a
everything.
man do?
Toby Carver.
Fuck! God damn it, Toby.
Right.
It's now
okay.
Toby Johnson.
But yeah, so yeah, I go through all the motions and then cast Speak with Dead through the mask onto the corpse, and
Okay.
yeah, you sort
How many times can you cast it?
of once per day.
That's
I will.
So this body obviously has a head, so you don't need to rely on the threads like you did with Gaspar. But it is pretty messed up. And you cast this, and there's a brief flutter of these threads around as they kind of sink back into his body, and there's a gurgling intake of breath.
Slur.
And one of its eyes opens, the other one's just unable to, and it's like it's like a fish's eye, clouded, and looks up at you.
How did you die?
The rat.
Anyway.
It's over for you.
Fuck.
Yeah, it does sound like he's just said food poisoning.
Is that like a rat in their organisation, or like an actual rat
Yeah,
like
that's-
Eugene?
Is it related to the pests?
That's what
I
I
was
wanted.
just thinking that.
Do we hear the voice when you're talking to dead body?
I believe so.
It doesn't
Yeah.
say otherwise.
Okay, cool.
No, you do. It's talking as the reason
Okay.
you didn't with Gaspar was because it was purely through the threads, and he didn't have a head.
Whose fault was that?
Get wrecked, Gaspar.
Yeah, do you want my clarification? Do you want to know if it was a
Yeah.
rat or if the rat was a person? This is obviously
How
I'm
could
not
a
talking
rat-
not talking to the body. That was
No, that's fine, I got it.
Yeah.
Maybe how many of them there were? If they're all dead?
Obviously, how many people rats do you know?
I mean, if someone's like if someone's betrayal
I know
betrays you, that
plenty
you
of
should call them a rat, maybe.
Oh, I thought you meant like a literal person as a rat. My imagination was going wild.
I mean, it could be a rat man, maybe. Yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
Ask that. No, actually, don't. I don't ask that. You've got this. Ramen.
Should I ask if it was a rat person or like a rat monster or?
Yeah.
How big was the rat?
How many feet did it stand on?
For the record, and for those of you, because you rolled pretty high on perception, he doesn't have any horrendous injuries. So it doesn't look like he was savaged, if that's going to influence your questions.
Yeah, could I, if I like looked over, can I see like a cause of, like an obvious cause of death? Or
I mean, would you do it while he was being spoken to?
Oh, that's weird.
I had thought about it.
Gonna pat you down.
I had thought about it before, like when I was going to search the body, but you just gave me the gold.
Because you rolled so well on your perception.
Do we ask what the rat did to him?
Might as well.
Killed him.
What did the rat do to you?
Control. Could not eat.
Oh.
Could not live.
We've heard about
Died of
control before.
starvation.
Interesting.
Do you want to ask
I'm
him
just
how many
eating
others?
sweets.
Yeah.
Does he have anything like a
do
choker
not
around
just
his
like-
neck?
What was that, Steve?
Does he have a choker or anything around his neck?
No. He's wearing a very loose linen shirt, very plain trousers, the remains of what could have been a leather jacket.
When we came in, would we have been? Oh, okay. No, this is a question. Is there any keys for the front door inside?
You could pat him down while he's being spoken to at the moment.
Or we could pat him down afterwards as well.
Yeah, I want to see because if there's
You
no
didn't find
key
any.
here,
Mm.
then was it locked from the outside, or did whatever it was take it out the hole?
Do we
Maybe no.
Good question.
ask what or who was controlling him?
It'll be the rat, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Oh, I wanted to know how many more
Pigs
of
are
him. Yeah. How many more of you were there?
We were 10. I don't know where. It's a dead body, man. Been floating in the water for a while.
Ask about the tunnel.
Yeah.
There's a tunnel there.
Yeah, but what's the deal with the tunnel? Where does it go?
It goes to its home. We dug for it. We had no choice.
Do you want to
Made
say
him dig to it?
it'll be the rat? You can't. Can you say who the rat specifically is?
Yeah, I got one more question. So yeah.
Who is that?
Yeah. Tell me about this rat.
It is a creature that resembles a rat. But it has a mechanism I don't understand. But is that 5?
That'd be the fifth, yeah.
It has mechanism.
Yeah.
And the breath leaves it with a sighing gurgle. And it is no longer communicating with you.
Can I look for that key now?
On its body,
Yeah.
roll an investigation check.
Oh, yeah. I find nothing. That's a 2.
Whilst this was going on, can I take out the lexicon?
Mhm.
I just want to see if one of the caches is just in this sort of
Mhm.
vicinity.
Yeah, so I guess within the time that they're ritual casting.
Yeah.
So yeah, and maybe you did it to be like, I don't want to look at this horrendous scene for me, and you take off to the side. It shows you the different layers of the blueprint that you placed in it, and the one that's the largest of the most zoomed in of the maps. It does show you from your journeys and from the very basic knowledge that you have that there is a dot on the coast where Delnori is.
So it's not like specifically where in the city, it's just somewhere in the city. That's fine. Cool.
Exactly that.
Have we done everything that we want to with his body?
Damn.
I don't know what you're suggesting, but
No one wants to investigate him anymore. No one wants to we're done.
meat's
We
back
can
on
let
the
him
menu.
rest, right?
I think
there is
so.
Let him
one.
rest.
There is one thing I could do.
Oh, don't! What?
Zombie time.
I'm not gonna, but I could do.
You could. In which case, I would imagine that most sailor burials out at sea, they just get chucked into the sea.
Mm.
Rather than let him fester here, I want to take him out the front and
Okay.
just drop them out.
There are people around here. And
Oh, fuck.
The bay
Maybe
is
put it back
like...
under the bed.
I thought he was.
there a
I thought it
desk?
was like under stuff, and it would like I could just do it like sneaky and just be like.
yeah, I mean, you're at the base of Chasm Town, but because there's only one way in and out, and this is the floor, like the base level, the marina is, as much as it's quite large, it's like half a mile wide. You know, if there were people on the boardwalk, they might see you chucking
We
a...
should just
Yeah.
tell Rick
Maybe-
away.
Oh
Maybe
yeah, in which
Yeah.
case yeah, that's fine. I
And
thought
then
I thought we were more hidden than we were.
Are there any drawers in the desk?
There is no desk.
You said there was a table.
There is a table. Oh yeah, it's like a dining room, like a. It's like a table, like
Regular
a circular table,
table.
yeah, with cards on it and
No
stuff.
secret.
I wonder what the table
secret
knows.
bits and the legs.
Does anyone have a rope?
Why?
If we're going down,
Oh,
I
okay.
don't think we should go down there.
Can I do my augury thing?
Yes,
Go down the tunnel.
yes. Was there another
Willow.
ritual that you were casting?
Yeah.
Alarm. So yeah, as Sentinel was doing the alarm, you cast your bones maybe on the table or so. And is wheel woe or neither?
Wheel and woe or nothing.
And the question was,
Well, will we find the rat if we go down this tunnel? I think it's just the results of a specific course of action. So I guess it's going down the tunnel.
oh, as in like, will it be a good outcome or a bad outcome?
Yeah.
Okay, because so different to is the rat there?
Yeah,
More
it's
like,
not really a question. It's just
okay. We
it's
as
just
a
a
yeah.
good idea.
So we're gonna go down the tunnel, roll the bones, and you get a wheel and woe.
Cool. Don't tell me very much. But it's nice to do.
I mean, it's a hard one. I mean, I would probably no. I'll say it says it's. I can be binary, right? You get a woe.
You can be both. It says wheel and woe for both good and bad.
Yeah.
Is there anything good down there, though, to be honest? If you're being really honest with yourself as a DM.
But as a course of action, if it's going to get us nearer to our goal and make us money, that's still technically...
You get a wheel and woe. Is a good point. You get a wheel and woe.
Okay.
do we have a rope?
It's a very slight decline, so
I
you
don't.
could probably
Oh,
crawl down. But
Well,
I
I've got
don't
a
mind going first.
bit nervous about it, but we should probably go down. That's where we'll probably find the rat.
I don't mind.
If we
going
want to
first.
find the rat, do we want to find the rat?
I don't really know.
Well, I mean,
could
the thing is, if we go, someone else is going to come in here and do this for us. So we'd probably end up losing out on this, but we do the pests anyway, so...
Could be the same thing.
I
Could be
was
the
gonna
same
say-
thing, but still we're not dealing with that till tomorrow anyway, so if we go now we can get a jump start.
Yeah.
And we've not really used many spells other than rituals, have we? We're all still pretty good health.
Just rituals.
Yeah.
Down the hole.
Who's going first?
Yeah.
You go, Aura.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll go first.
That's where I said we
I'll
can't
cast light on another piece of chalk and just.
Another one.
They'll be like, absolutely.
Yeah.
How much chalk you got?
6 pieces. Well,
Okay.
five now. I bought them for when we went in the sewers and we were
yeah.
marking our route through. Question: if I cast light on the tip of the chalk and then drew a line, would the light go with it?
That's.
Yeah.
I'm going to say yes.
Kind of smart.
How long does it last? 10 minutes?
I believe an hour.
Yes, but it is very faint because it's like, let's say you have a collective spell on the chalk, and by writing on it, you end up with a very faint.
Yeah.
It's
So
like glow in the dark.
and
Yeah.
normally it's bright light for 20 feet and then dim light for another 20.
So what I would
So
say is, because that's very mentive, you just end up with a line that you can see in the dark, but it's not casting any light. It's just noticeable.
So it's like those glow sticks, but when they start to die.
yeah.
I'll go with that. That's quite cool. And like at least it leaves our trail.
Yeah, that was
Kind
cool.
of
Yeah.
crawling down there and
Very cool.
drawing on the walls.
Okay, so Aura, you crawl down the hole. Are you guys, everyone just watching like that?
I'll follow.
If I get
Sentinel,
out of sight,
Ahmaya.
I will just scream for no reason.
everyone can see up to 60 feet, so...
Aside from Clayton.
Oh yeah, Clayton's not sure about this. So you guys see Aura go down the tunnel, and you make your way down Aura, and the smell gets a bit worse. You can hear dripping water, and you find yourself at the end looking down, and about 4 foot down there is a pathway, and you step down. To your left, there is a wall. There's a very faint light shining through some of the cracks, maybe. But to your right, there is an opening and a pathway that looks naturally carved and eroded from something. And the smell is sweet, the stench of old, moist, trapped air and rotting meat. You guys see him standing, looking around.
It smells like death down here. Also, Eugene, it's a long way down at the end.
Oh no.
No.
Yeah, we're gonna.
What are you guys doing?
Quiet, I would imagine.
I'm gonna very quietly drop down
Yeah.
after Sentinel.
Okay, and is everyone going through, or is someone staying behind?
We could ask Clayton to stay behind and guard
Yeah, he's
the,
like, okay, yep, I'll do that.
He's staying upstairs.
Yep, I'm gonna stay here.
Because I did cast alarm, so I did cast alarm, so we'd know if anyone went up there.
Yeah.
He's gonna happily stay there if you ask him to.
I mean, he can hold the top end of the rope to help pull us back up.
Did you guys use a rope?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So you trail the rope, okay.
I'm gonna get him because I can do up to 3 to write his name in my book of shadows as well, so we can keep pulling back to him.
Cool. So he's in there as well now. Already filled it up. God
Well, I
dang.
can take him out as an action, so
Might as well.
When I get down to bottom, the wall that you said there's like light coming through, can I try and look through any of the gaps or put my ear up to it, see if I can see or hear anything?
Sure, but let's do everyone roll stealth first. Aura, you don't have to because you already made your way through for now.
Okay. I'll also peer through the gaps and try and see what's behind there.
Okay.
Is it like flickering, like flame light, or?
It is flickering, but it's very faint. Very, very faint. Okay, stealth.
15.
6.
6.
8.
8.
12.
Okay.
I'm with Moxie on a 6.
Okay, so you had a 6, an 8, a 12, another 6,
And a 15.
and a 15.
Top score at 50.
Okay.
Do you? Oh no, you don't want one, do you?
Nope.
Showing that disadvantage would have helped.
So you guys, maybe you're kind of a little bit uncaring, and you make your way down. There's a bit of knobbly bits in the cave, and you keep knocking them, and you step down with Aura. And when you step down, you realise the sound is really echoing around in this place, and you hear the faint shuffling of something off to the right. I would say it gives you enough time, you two are looking through the cracks in the wall on your left. There is, you can faintly see through, if you were squinting, it's like looking through a pinhole, across a little bit of trickling water. There is an opening and there's a light there. It could be a torch, but it's very hard to see because the hole of this crack is so narrow. But you know there's potentially an opening and a torch burning over that side. And then you hear shuffling from the right.
Swords out.
Okay.
Can I see anything? I've got 120 feet.
So the pathway on your right, it bends to the left out of sight.
Okay.
And you can hear the feet shuffling or something shuffling in that direction.
I know it's going to take 10 minutes to make a map.
I
Unless we want to be really quiet for 10 minutes and nobody leaves.
No, I think
we should move.
yeah,
What was that?
want to go.
You're going to go. Okay.
I'll follow.
Okay, you two roll stealth for moving up on what potentially making this noise. Everyone else
Fuck's sake.
staying behind.
It was a 6, so 7.
What did you roll, Sentinel?
17 plus 5.
Okay, so you helping Ahmaya with that roll. She's about to step on a rock that would 100% have rolled her ankle, and you just like grab her hand and be like, and you see the rock and you're like, and you move around. And you make your way around the bend in the cave, and you see a girl standing roughly the same age as the boy who was upstairs. She's thin, she's wearing a stained leather jerkin and boots, and she's standing there shuffling, and she's just tugging at her hair repeatedly, just looking at the wall.
Should we? She's okay.
She doesn't look okay. She looks
so
real
creepy.
bad.
I want to disguise self into an best approximation of the boy from upstairs.
Ooh.
Okay, that's easy to do because you've seen him.
But
So you
seen
have
him
yes.
fucked
So
up.
yeah, and you take on a form of this boy that's not swollen. Looks pretty convincing. Obviously, you never saw him before, but you're wearing the same clothes he was, but similarly worn as her.
I'm gonna motion for Ahmaya to stay back, and I'm just gonna basically go and make my. Is it like a room?
So the corridor bends around to the left, and when you move around the blind spot to see her, you can see that there's an open bit of water past there, and then faintly off of the rocks on the right-hand side is the reflection of whatever torchlight was that you could see on the left-hand break in.
Oh right, so
in
it's
the
like
tunnel.
it's like kind of
circle.
looping round.
Yeah, and so it's the other side of the water is all you can see. So it's like this cave, this little tunnel opens up slightly to a water face. She's this side of it, standing there.
And she's staring at the wall.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make my way in and stand sort of not right next to her, but kind of sort of next to her and see if I can see anything on the wall that she's looking at. Try and get a glimpse at her face.
Sure. So you are well within sort of sight of her. Is that what you're saying? Okay.
But hoping that I look like someone that she
Sure.
is aware of.
So you're not stealthing.
I'm not trying to draw attention to myself, but I'm not trying to sneak up on her necessarily.
So yeah, without sneaking, I would say you get a good look at the wall. It just there's nothing special about it. Maybe some smear marks in mud. And she looks back at you, and she's got this kind of crazed look. And her eyes sort of dart over you, and then she just looks back at the wall, tugging her hair again.
And all there is to loop back around.
Where the water was?
Yeah.
So if you were to go to the water, you would be able to see that there's about 50 feet's worth of open water. It's a very calm, it's a very faint trickle off to the left where it narrows into a stream, which is the part that you could see through the crack. Over the 50-foot pool of water, there is the opening, and in the centre of it, there's a torch on its side, and it's lighting an open space. That then bends around again to the left, out of sight. So there's an open space, and on that open space of the torch, you can see 3 more of these people standing there. One of them's sat down cross-legged, and they're all very stationary.
Are they facing the wall, or are they facing anywhere in particular?
Just random. It doesn't seem like they're looking into empty space.
I'm gonna back all the way out and take Ahmaya with me all the way back to where everyone else was. And because message is it's whispered, but it is silent, and only the person can hear it. Essentially, message train everyone, sort of what I saw.
Are you out of eye shot of the you could see it, couldn't you?
I think so, yeah, because I went to walk up to the girl and you stopped.
So when you see the girl look at Sentinel, do you do anything?
No, because Sentinel said to just stay back for a second, and I saw that they had changed, that they disguised self, so I didn't do anything.
Because if something had did, I wouldn't have done that if something else was about to happen.
No, that's fine. As you move back, like you say, towards Ahmaya to take her, it follows you. It looks.
I thought she was look back towards the wall.
Yeah, as you start moving again, she looks back at you. But you probably see that before you went back to Ahmaya, but she does look at you. And then if you don't move for a bit, she kind of loses interest again and looks back at the wall.
Okay. Mess. Ahmaya, her vision is based on movement.
Oh, good God.
I could just try and take her out. Or
We
because
could
of the...
see what happens if we
I could-
try and take them out.
So I don't know. Are any of the ones on the other side looking towards where we are?
No, and
Did they respond when
she's
I
a
moved?
human as well. So
I could
But I don't
See
know
if
how
she's
else to help them.
live.
Find the rat. Find the rat that's stopping them from.
Should we try and break her, like...
I mean, also, like, I can't hear
Trance?
any of you guys
Mm.
necessarily.
what are you gonna do, Sentinel?
Message Ahmaya and say, get someone who can see life or death to come and look
Okay.
at her.
I'm gonna very quietly...
Because I don't think I can move without drawing attention to you now.
Roll a stealth check.
Don't fail me.
Oh, before she does that, I'm holding a reaction to cast darkness in case it goes wrong.
So you will use the spell slot if you hold it.
Yeah, it's once a day anyway.
Okay.
11.
Yeah, I'm dropping.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You almost step on the rock again, and you're like, oh,
Fucking rock.
and then you move past it and you make your way back
Is
to
it a
the
big
group.
rock?
Yeah, I'm sure it's like a fist size.
Can I just pick it up and take it with me?
Sure. Got a rock.
Well, no, just because then when I walk back this way, I'm not going to try and trip over it again.
Yeah.
It just
So she
reappears there.
doesn't. So the girl doesn't react to that. That's fine.
Not with that
Okay, fine.
roll, and she's kind of looking back at the wall again now. It seems like she doesn't quite know what to make of you, and when you're moving around, she looks at you and then she loses interest again.
So I'll go back and say, can anyone see life or death?
Yeah,
Would you like to follow me, Aura?
sure.
Anyone else can come too.
Okay.
Oh yes, the
This is
stealthy
really
one.
creepy.
Okay. Those of you who are returning, if it's just Aura, roll with disadvantage. Is anyone else moving?
I'll go back with him.
Take magic off.
Okay.
Yeah, has it been 10 minutes?
Because I cast it.
Yeah, we've had more rituals, yeah.
Yes, that's the point. And also your water walking would have gone if you cast Augury, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or is that is
It's an hour.
Augury a concentration?
Yeah, water walk just lasts an hour.
Is it concentration?
I don't know actually.
My stealth is 18.
No,
That time.
Cool.
just
Okay,
just
very
the
nice.
thing we can do now.
And Aura?
Natural one.
Fucking hell.
Otherwise
So-
it would have been a 14.
What I will say is, yes. So, yeah,
That's
you see him about to.
Step on the rock.
He's being stealthy and he's about to clip a piece of his armor on the rock, and you see it, and you go to grab him, but he's too far ahead of you, and his armor goes onto the rock. Sentinel, you hear it. You're holding an action, right?
Well, it
For-
depends if you'd let me
Oh.
at this point, because it's
Yeah.
only been whether it's been more than 6 seconds. I guess.
I would say, I mean, you're not going to hold it when she's leaving because you know that you only have 6 seconds. So I would say you give it an estimation, and I'm happy to say that. So you're like leaving it, okay, I'm going to hold darkness. And probably towards the end of the 6 seconds, you see Aura sneaking around the side, and his elbow just goes onto a sticky out bit of the cave wall. What are you going to do?
I'm going to drop darkness so that it basically covers the entrance to so that everyone on the other side of the water wouldn't have less of a chance of seeing this way, and also to try and obscure her vision.
Okay.
I will sacrifice them being able to see to cover her vision if I can't do both.
No, what's the radius on it?
It's a 15-foot radius sphere.
Yes, so absolutely. The caveway opening itself is just over 10 feet wide. So you can, and she's not that far from the edge. So you could stick it in the edge, it would cover her and the opening. Immediately, silence or silent darkness just envelops everything and plugging any of the light that was reflecting. So it's immediately dark, pitch dark. Sentinel, you feel her run past you. Assuming you're not in the darkness, are you? Actually, you're on the edge of it.
It depends relatively. I wasn't necessarily in the
Yeah,
dark.
I would say that's fine. But then you basically see her immediately run out of the darkness into the direction that Aura made the noise.
Do I see her?
Roll initiative, everyone.
Everyone.
We'll do Theory of the Mind because it's quite a narrow corridor. Yeah.
Oh, for God's sake.
Those of you around the corner wouldn't be aware of it, but we'll still all roll.
Cool.
Okay.
Ooh, nice.
25 to 20.
Dirty 20.
Very nice.
Is
15 to 20.
18.
Very nice.
Guys.
I didn't roll for her. That is going to be her. 10 to 15. Two of you on 10.
Yeah.
5 to 10.
7.
5. Took me a second to realise 5 to 10 covered 5.
To be honest, I was doing that on a 7. I was
Okay.
waiting for a 0 to 5.
Top of the round, Aura. There is a crazed 18 to 20-something-year-old thief girl just streaking at you. She's got patches in her hair. She's silently just running at you with her
When you say streak,
in a streak towards you.
She know that gives +10 to move.
So free.
More aerodynamic.
She's so free.
That was the reasoning behind why I meant that feat.
Yeah.
If you would like it, you can have it.
She's probably 10 feet away from you.
Very good.
That's fine. Action. Divine Sense. Detect good and evil until the end of my next turn. Anything affected by a hallowed spell. Location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet.
Okay.
That's not behind total cover.
Celestial Fiend Undead, you don't get any reads. But you do see her aura itself is a curdling of good and evil, particularly around her brain. In her head, there is this curdling of bad, of evil in her head. And you get that as just like this brief flash, as it
So she's been controlled.
radars out from you.
She's got evil in her brain.
How loud do you say that?
Not too loud, like loud enough to like
Just
those
loud
two
enough
to
to-
hear, and I don't know how far back the others are.
Okay, I'll give you that.
And then 2 sorcery points to quicken spell. And what should we do?
Oh, of course, yeah.
And then this is gonna be fun. I'm gonna look straight at her and say, halt. And I'm gonna cast command.
Okay, what's the save?
Wisdom 13.
She fails.
So she stops in her tracks, doesn't move and takes no actions, and they must follow the command on its next turn.
Okay.
So on her next turn, she just has to stand still. And
Okay,
do
sure.
nothing.
Aura, that is the end of your go, right?
Yeah.
Sounds
Do I want to move closer? Like,
It's
how
10
wide?
feet away from you.
How wide is this corridor?
About 10 feet wide at this point.
I'll just move up. I'll move up to her slowly.
Over 6 seconds.
Yeah, just to like I'll just get level so that like if my hold breaks, like I could just like try and grapple her, basically.
You'd
Like-
probably have to be within 5 feet.
Speak
But
like
you
I'll
can
move
move
up.
next to her.
I'll move up to
Sure.
next to her. She can't do anything. from there.
bettering quite a bit, and like I don't think any of us have anything to help her, like remove that. I think
Yeah.
there's only really one option that we have, but we don't have to necessarily attack the other 3
Yeah.
because
Well,
they can't.
speaking of the other options, Sentinel is your go.
Yeah.
So it's you would get an attack of opportunity probably sort of at a similar time as Aura's go, because it runs directly past you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with my rapier in that case on the. Please don't hit.
Stabby stab.
Yeah. It's a 19 plus 5.
Hits.
Yeah. That's 9 points of damage.
Okay, very nice. Oh, where's my pad gone? It is the girl's go.
No, it's not, because that was my attack of
Oh.
opportunity.
Shit, it's your go.
You gave me that attack
I
of
did.
opportunity.
It did indeed. So it's stabbed in the back, and then at the same time, halt. You got it to stop, and then at the same time, the rapier pokes through its shoulder. You pull it out. Is your go?
I'm really sorry, but I don't want to get any more like issues with this. I'm just going to attack her. Thank you, God. That's an 8.
That misses.
Good. Thank you.
Just checking that.
Which one of us has to do it? But I'm last, I should be okay.
Any bonus actions?
Let me check.
Actually, you would have had to move up to her, actually. So you're behind her now in combat, yeah? Cool.
Actually, I would have done this first. No, I wouldn't. I can't do that because it's concentration. Never mind. I need to concentrate on the darkness.
Sure.
So that's everything I'm going to do.
Okay, let's roll something quick. Took damage. Cool. Does Halt use its action? Does Command use its action?
Command.
Or it just follows the command on its turn?
Yeah, on its turn it follows the command.
Okay.
It immediately starts running again.
Doesn't move, it takes no actions, doesn't it? So.
Yeah, Halt, it doesn't move and takes no actions. So if it had been undead, it wouldn't have done anything to it.
Cool. If it hadn't have been undead?
Yeah, you said it wasn't undead.
Oh, right, yeah, no, I thought you were saying that it was...
Yeah, no,
it's not
if
undead.
it's undead, it doesn't do anything.
I see what you mean. It stops. And that's its go. So, Freya, you can hear the commotion, and you heard probably the muttering of Aura saying it's got evil within its head. But past that,
Time to kill a child.
you guys have no idea what's going on.
I mean, she's 90.
Yeah, I know.
Do you know where? Did they
awful.
come back and say it was there? You guys didn't have a conversation.
Amaya said.
Maya came
Yeah.
back. and
You just said who can cast good and evil.
But
Yeah.
who can see
go in there.
people are alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I go in their general direction that Amaya went.
Okay. Stealth.
No.
Cool. Walk up. So you see the girl for blood kind of on her shoulder from where the rapier stabbed through. She's just standing there, like blinking and struggling.
Struggling.
Yeah. Like it's trying to move but it can't.
Oh, okay. I don't know what to do. What's happening? What's going on?
You'd probably see that Sentinel has her rapier out,
There.
and that has their rapier out, and there's blood on the end of it. Aura's waiting,
Oh
10
god.
feet away.
I'm probably
No,
gonna.
I'm next to her.
I'm gonna assume that it's an
Move up
enemy
close to
then.
her. All right.
Yeah, I mean, if it helps, I'm also on same initiative, and
Oh, yeah, that's true.
so
Sure.
I'd be up there as well.
Both of you moved up, not stealthy.
Nah,
I think it's fair. There's blood on the rapier. Aura looks poised to attack as well.
I know we
wanna go first?
but we don't have anything.
non-lethal.
Yeah, you go first.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so I see all this going on, and then I pull out my wand and sort of like rub this spider's silk all over it, and then I cast web over the girl and like the darkness area as well.
That would get Sentinel. She's standing behind it.
Yeah, it's really
Sorry. So it would get Sentinel as well,
Okay.
because you've got Aura, girl, Sentinel, darkness.
Okay, then I will not do that.
You can do that, it's fine.
Well, they look young. I'm gonna trip them.
Trip.
Yeah.
Okay. Trip them out. Is that like you're gonna just special action?
Knock them over.
Cool. Roll an attack.
Yeah, I'll just.
I rolled a 3.
Okay, misses.
I'll hold a chill touch if anyone makes any aggressive actions towards any of our party.
Okay. Okay, so you go for the trip, and it seems that maybe the hold spellers are holding it in a really unnatural way, and you go to trip, and it just doesn't work, and she kind of just rigidly stands there. Okay.
Oh, I'm real close now.
You're within 5 feet. You're with
He
Aura.
just stood next to me.
Maya.
Am I near Aura still? Because I walked up with him.
Yeah.
How far am I away from creepy?
Oh,
girl?
like 20
I know
feet.
none of us can touch this.
Okay.
It's the
No one wants to touch it.
greatest enemy we've ever faced.
Yeah.
Can
Wait, was
I?
your melee attack?
Yeah.
Would it have been with advantage because she's being held?
I don't think that she's incapacitated
No.
though, so she's just.
Or have
she's
you got
just
flank with Sentinel?
Sentinel was further than Oh no, you were not. You were in combat, so
Yeah,
you're absolutely right.
flanking, yeah.
It would have been flanked because she's directly behind. So you can roll an advantage on your trip attack.
17.
That hits. So you trip them.
Trip them up.
Okay. Do they get to roll anything for trip? I know it's it's like shove. I think they roll
can't
athletics. Is it contested or is it just straight up? Oh, I think it's a shove. Trip is a
Yeah, because
so you can shove a
Yeah.
creature.
Either shove it or knock it prone. And then it says contested strength against
Yes,
their
the attack.
dex or athletics.
They got a 16.
I got 17.
It falls on its ass. She's laying down on the floor, still can't move really from the hold spell. Okay. Ahmaya, you're up.
Is she still in darkness? Or is
No.
the darkness...
It's now
further
behind
on, isn't it?
Sentinel.
Yeah. Not really much that I want to do other than can I just run my movement time towards everyone?
Yeah, you're pretty
This
close.
my problem.
You're pretty close.
What do you mean?
Everyone's together around this girl. She's on the floor.
I'll just put my foot on her chest.
It's not letting an
Stay.
attack. Just so you're gonna
Stay.
try and pin her down.
Yeah.
You could try and restrain her, but you'd probably need to kind of grab her in a way that would stop her moving about.
Yeah, I'll try that.
Okay.
So I might try and get her hands and does anyone have any rope?
Yeah, but that's
Damn it.
we
I
everyone.
don't have my manacles anymore.
So you can use because I know that you need the grappling feat to turn grappled into restrained, but because she's laying on the floor and she was unable to move in the last go, you would need someone else to pin her legs down for you to know that you've restrained her.
Okay.
So you wouldn't be able to restrain her on your own in 6 seconds.
Okay. Well then I'm just gonna have to, try and grapple her for now. That's all I can do. Because I don't want to...
So you can grapple her, she won't be able to move, but she wouldn't be restrained. She'd be able to move, she'd be able to make actions, take actions.
I know, but I can't do anything else.
Sure, okay.
So that's
Roll-
what I'm going to do. And I want to kind of see if there's anything in her eyes from Sentinel stabbing her, to see if there's anything that's broken anything, or if she's just...
Sure. Okay, roll your grapple check.
What is that?
It's just an athletics, contested. They didn't do very well.
That is a 12.
She got a 9.
Okay. That's...
And from the wound, and it's only been a matter of moments, there was a brief moment that a couple of you would have seen. So Sentinel obviously not, because it was he stabbed her in the back. Or you'd have probably seen a moment of struggle, and you see that, but it hasn't had a continued effect.
Okay.
So the restraining, okay, so the grappling. So you've now grappled her, she can't move, she's on the floor. Okay, Eugene.
Damn.
To see her run off. Clayton's just looking through the hole.
Is it really obvious to me that Ahmaya is trying to pin this person down?
Yes, I would say so. She's kind of, however Ahmaya would say it, but I would say it sounds like pinning arms and trying to use your legs to pin her down in a way that's, she's very clearly trying to...
Can I then grab my rope and try to... I don't know, restrain this person as well?
Sure, okay, so let's do another grapple check.
Here comes the muscle.
And it's going to take a few rounds to try and... Because to try and tie up someone that doesn't want to be tied up is pretty hard.
Yeah, she's still been halted, isn't she?
She can't move, but she can take actions. She's only grappled.
No, she can't.
Not
just
this
on
round.
that.
Next turn she can, yeah.
Unless we cast it again and she fails.
Wow, I'll take that. 18.
She rolled really well. She rolled a 24.
Oh, I couldn't roll that. Fine.
So you start, and then you're getting the rope round one wrist, and she's just slamming her arms about, where Amaya's grabbed her, and you just can't get hold, and you can't seem to get the rope around the right places. Okay, bonus action.
Panic?
Bonus action, panic.
Yeah, I don't do anything else.
Okay, Aura.
No.
Try and keep the pace up, because this is the girl laying on the
Do I
floor.
help restrain her, or do I take my longsword and go pump swing and try and knock her out?
Yeah, because
Take her out.
Because even
I try
restraining,
them.
what are we going to do with that? Like,
Yeah.
we're just going to have to keep restraining her, and this
two-handed longsword
drops in 10
golf swing.
minutes.
Try and knock her out.
Okay, also non-lethal.
Yeah, non-lethal.
Roll attack. You've got advantage because she's on the floor in front of you.
That's not great. 18.
Hits.
Not great.
That is 12 points of damage.
Very nice. That seemed to hurt her quite a lot. She was very dazed.
Non-lethal divine smite.
Brief flash in her eyes of struggle. She seems to take a breath. A more human expression comes over her for a moment, and then
I was adding divine smite on.
go for it. It's only one roll for anyway, so. Can you non-lethal divine smite? Probably.
We're about to find out because my divine smite is not normal.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna drop it on a.
Because the other thing is, if she's having to check every time, and if we don't know if it's like a damage threshold, we could just bitch slap until
Every
she.
Yeah, that's why I
second.
was trying to get her down.
Yeah,
Out of it.
Slap.
Like an airplane.
just
People
we
do.
could just repeatedly take very shit. Like, you would heal her every time you slap her.
I did 0 damage.
Then
That'd be
technically
great.
if you take, it's net 0, right? So she takes the damage, then heals, or is it just 0? Because then she wouldn't have to save. Because
I feel kind of bad.
Yeah, but
I'm
why
doing
not?
this at second level. So it's 3d8.
That'll do it.
Is there noise associated with the divine smite?
Not I'm
Does it
aware
say
of.
So I
there's a
guess
thunderous
that
boom?
It's not
tactic's
thunderous
gone.
smite.
Yeah.
It's not thunderous smite. It's just
But there is a light.
potentially.
there's-
It's
It's not
that's
technically.
not how this is. It blocks out
Yeah.
everything.
No, it's plugging it. Yeah.
And because it's level 2 as a minimum, if any of the spell's area overlaps with an area of light created by a spell second level or lower, that spell created the light is dispelled.
Very nice.
Which way round did we say it was?
I'm gonna just take this as net because it's easier. So you were trying to do non-lethal. We'll say that you can non-lethal it.
It's 13 points of divine smite, but I don't know which type of divine smite that is. I can't remember what we said.
Odds is necrotic.
Okay.
Evens
Yeah.
is divine.
13 points of necrotic on top
Okay.
of.
I'll say you
12.
can't. I mean, my gut says that it comes after. Necrotic isn't. The initial impact was non-lethal, but necrotic damage
Yeah.
can't be non-lethal.
died.
Yeah, she dies.
She actually died.
You hit her, crack. She's still awake, and then there's the flash of
To be
it.
fair, I've never divine smited anything before, so
But in a moment,
or has no idea what just happened, basically.
There's a moment of lucidity where she's and takes a breath and dies.
She dead.
Yeah.
No. Oopsies. Talk to the body.
Or it's
I'm
just
sorry.
looking at
I'm
a sword,
so
no
sorry.
idea what just happened with the divine smite. That's never happened.
Okay, and as you see the life drain from her eyes,
She have to say it like that. She didn't
alright.
have much of a
Don't-
life before, let's be honest.
there is a moment of, in the same way that when Moxie, you spoke to the guy upstairs, it's like a relief, and the light flashes for you guys, the darkness spell plugging the hole, silence over the tunnels, and that is where we will end today's session. Thanks for joining us. You can follow us on Twitter or Instagram and listen to us wherever you get your podcasts.